Hey there, I'm Linda May, and I am the founder and Archdruid Priestess of Druids of the Light, and I'm also a reader for Crystal Magic Psychic Center, and that's where I am right now. And here in Sedona, Arizona, I'm here today to talk to you about the new moon, which is happening today at 12:05 p.m. So just in a little more than an hour from when I'm recording this. But it will affect us for the next couple of weeks, so I wanted to give you a little bit of information about that. We basically have a new moon when the sun and moon are considered conjunct, and that astrologically means when they're in the same astrological sign, and right now they're both in Aquarius. So I see this time as a wonderfully auspicious time in the new year for us, because Aquarius stands for humanitarianism and social change, and that's pretty much what we're in right now, isn't it? So this new moon signifies a glimpse of the realization that we're all one and that we are doing this together. So when we're in this together, so let's really make an effort by our choices to be doing and, affecting the greater good for all. Aquarius also stands for unusual choices and inspirations, so it's a really great time to know what our inspirations are and to act on them, because they may come to fruition in this new moon and at the time of the full moon. This is also known in the Druid tradition as the season of Imbolc, which is also a period of time that is represented between winter turning towards spring. So this is when the seeds start stirring under the earth and stuff like that. So again, it's a time of new beginnings. Historically, this was considered the time when the sheep, the ewes, would be pregnant with the new lambs, and they would start emitting ewe's milk. So sometimes Imbolc is translated as in the belly for the lambs, and sometimes it's also translated as ewe's milk. So it depends on the translation source. And so there's a tree associated with every one of the lunar cycles, and the Celtic New Year starts on Samhain, which is October 31st. So we basically start our new year then. So the tree for this particular lunar cycle that we're in, which starts with the new moon, is the ash. And the ash is an incredible tree because it basically is the world tree, and it stands for balancing the inner and the outer. And I like to think of it as above, so below, as within, so without. So this is a time to really be focused on that and what we want to manifest, because this tree is actually supporting our efforts in that, which is just amazing to me. So the other thing I want to do for you today is to draw a card, which is the theme of this period to come. And I use the Druid Animal Oracle. It was created by Philip Cargam and Stephanie Cargam. And it's a deck I've been using for 30 years, and I just love it. So I'm just going to choose a card, shuffling it up here, cut the deck. And this is the card, the horse. So the horse actually stands for taking journeys and trips and traveling, which is kind of funny in this time. But the traveling isn't necessarily just traveling outside of ourselves physically, although it does also have to do with a relationship with the land. So the travel can also be inner travel. So where we go in our mind and where we go, on our inner journeys and that sort of thing is also an important part of this card and about this period. So watch where you go. Watch where you're taking yourself and where your consciousness goes, because that's an important part of this. Now, the relationship with the land part of this card has to do with the sovereignty goddesses in ancient Ireland, because the relationship they had with the land actually determined whether the land was fallow or fertile. So if you want fertility in your life, then you would be more sovereign. Be aware of the fact that the choices you make are affecting everything going on in your life, and know that you have the vehicle to take you wherever you want to go. So that's the message for this next 2-week period until the full moon. And then I also want to draw, I love this little deck. It's a little deck of oracle cards called the Whispering Woods. And this is just one final message before I send you on your way. And the message for you for this period is, believe it or not, journey. I don't believe this. branch out to new worlds. So that is part of what this time is about for us. And new worlds, like I said, isn't necessarily just the new worlds that are here, you know, that we can travel to physically, but also branch out to new realizations and new places to see the world from, and to change your perspective and change your consciousness. So what a beautiful time for new beginnings. Now, I do want to tell you that you can find out more about Crystal Magic Psychic Center by going to our website. You can find out more about me. You can schedule readings with me on that website through the calendar. And also you can find out about our other amazing psychics that we have here at the center. And then if you want to know more about me personally or follow me, I have a Druids of the Light Facebook page, and also my Druid website is druidsofthelight.org. And I would be honored. So blessings to you during this time, and have a wonderful new moon season.